But that's fine. It's all good. Let's go over here and take this down and pull up the board.
I refuse to fill up on bread. Because I will do that.
Welcome in, Shamira. Welcome in. Thank you for your daily heart, me. I'm just sharing out the live right now. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the daily heart, me. Sorry I can't see who just came in, but welcome in. Okay, power sharing out the live. Welcome in, Yahushua. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tapping and power sharing out the live. Today's topic is about, welcome in, King. Today's topic is about the spiritual meaning of restfulness. Good evening to you too. Today's topic is about restlessness and sleep deprivation, like the spiritual meaning. Why is this happening if it's happening to you? Okay. We're going to talk about the meaning, remedies, recharging practices, and some journal prompts to put in your dream journal or, what have you. So while we wait for people to come into the room, thank y'all for sharing out the live. Thank y'all for the taps. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the power shares. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for coming in. So we're just going to wait a little while for everybody to make it in. I did come on a few minutes early, so we'll start around 5:05. I think that's a good time. We'll start at 5:05. So how everybody been? How your day been treating you, your week, Do you celebrate? Are you celebrating? If you don't celebrate, that's cool. I don't celebrate either. But to those that do, happy holidays. But I don't celebrate, so. But I'm happy if you do. I think I power shared it out to everybody. I'll make sure. Because I be thinking I shared it to certain people and then I don't be unshared it.
What? It's freezing out there.
Let's go ahead.
Hold out there. Go sit down somewhere.
Alright. I think I got everybody. Hopefully I did. Welcome in. Bling Pop. Bean Pop. Welcome in. We're going to get started in a short. Welcome in everybody. Welcome in. We're gonna get started in a little while. While y'all in here, don't be afraid to tap the screen. Don't be afraid to share out the live. Let's get as many people in here as we can. So, because I feel like this is a real good message for everybody. I feel like a lot of people need to understand why they not getting rest, why they having it restlessness if they experiencing it, and why they having sleep deprivation, on the spiritual side. Now, if you got health, if you got medical conditions that's causing this, consult your doctor. But I'm here to talk about the spiritual meaning of all of it, okay? I'm not here to diagnose or cure, okay? Put that out there as well. I'm just here to tell you what the spiritual meaning of having sleep deprivation, what you can do to help remedy the problem, and how to recharge your energy, and how to journal out your thoughts that may be the reason why you're up. Okay? So that's what we are in store for tonight. All right? So we're going to give it a few more minutes. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. I appreciate the taps. I appreciate the shares. Thank y'all very much. And I hope everybody week so far has been doing well. You know? Make sure my thing is properly aligned. I forgot to put that book back. Well, we're going to get started in a few more minutes, y'all. A few more minutes. Welcome in, Scar. Hey, bro. How you doing? So we're going to sit here and thank you for those populars. I appreciate you, Shamir. Thank you so much. All right, look at Shamir. Coming in with a 13 populars. Yes. Welcome in, Kevin Smith. Today's topic is going to be about sleep, deprivation, and restlessness, the spiritual meaning of it, and some remedies that can help you get over it, some spiritual help, okay? Now, if you got a medical condition, I can't help you with that. But if you're being spiritually attacked, the reason why you're not getting rest, I got you, okay? So we're going to get started in a short. So you're welcome to tap up the screen, share out the live so we can get more people in the room, and then I can get started, okay? So I feel like this is going to help a lot of people out. Welcome in, Della, Joe. We're going to start talking about sleep deprivation and restlessness, the spiritual meaning, remedies, recharge practices, and journal prompts to help you get over whatever it is that's keeping you from getting your rest. Okay? So I hope I hope this will help most that need it. If you're not sure, then you can always share it out to someone you think might need it. And if it don't resonate, don't hate. Just leave if it don't resonate. But share it out to those that might be going through the same thing. Okay? All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. All right. So welcome in, my divine souls. I'm grateful that y'all came tonight. So tonight we're going to break down the spiritual meaning of restlessness and sleep deprivation. It's not just about sleep. It's about listening to your spirit, okay? Finding balance and learning how to wake up recharged. So tonight we're going to really go in trying to get ourselves balanced so we can wake up recharged and ready for the day, the week, the month, the year, okay? So if any of y'all have felt restlessness, put a half a crescent moon in the chat. And if you want to wake up recharged, put a sun in the chat, okay? So now I start off with a journal prompt, okay? Now you can write this in your dream journal, and FYI, I do have like some worksheets that I made on Cord of Disc if you want to go through the worksheet and see if any of this is you. Okay, so journal prompt number 1. What does restlessness feel like in my body, mind, and spirit? So you're going to write that in your journal and, meditate on that question to find out, what does restlessness feels like in my body, mind, and spirit, okay? Okay, the spiritual meaning of restlessness. Welcome in, Green-Eyed Angel. The spiritual meaning of restlessness Restlessness is when your spirit is whispering. Sleep deprivation often reflects unprocessed emotions, unresolved thoughts, and or energy misalignment. Okay? It's not punishment, it's guidance. So when you're not getting your proper rest at night, it's your soul trying to help you. Your soul is trying to help you see that I need balance and energy. Shamir, can you get your son, please? Okay, so your mind is a sky. Restlessness is the storm. Sleep is the clearing. Okay, so picture your mind as the sky, and the restlessness is a storm, a terrible storm coming in. Welcome in, goddess. It's a it's a storm coming in, so it's keeping your sky clouded. It's not clear. But when you finally get that good rest, you see the storm going away. You see your mind, which is the sky, clearing up. Okay? So that's the meaning, the spiritual meaning of restlessness. Okay? So I'm going to ask you a question. What usually keeps you awake? Good evening to you too. What usually keeps you awake? Stress, excitement, or something deeper? Ask yourself that question. What usually keeps you awake? Is it stress, excitement, or something deeper? Okay? While y'all mull over that question, here is the second journal prompt that you can write in your dream journal or your shadow work journal. Whatever journal you have, you can write this prompt down. What thoughts or emotions tend to rise when I try to go to sleep? Like when you laying down, you done everything, that you needed to do for the day. And you're trying to lay down and get that rest because your body needs rest to recuperate. What thoughts or emotions rise up when you're trying to get rest? Oh, congratulations, Yahushua, for watching the live for 300 minutes. Thank you. And thank you for the follow, goddess. I appreciate you. Okay, that's journal prompt number 2. Okay, so here's journal prompt number 3. Where in my life am I resisting rest, slowing down, or surrendering? Okay, where in my life am I resisting rest, slowing down, or surrendering? So ask yourself, where in your life are you resisting these parts? Okay, welcome in, Phoenix. So that's journal prompt number 3. Ask yourself that. You can write it in your journal. It can be your shadow work journal, dream journal, whatever journal that you use to write your journal prompts in, write it in there. And you don't have to answer all of these in one day. You can take your time with each one, meditate on each one to make sure. Divine day to you too, Phoenix. You can take your time to meditate on each one, right? To get the understanding. Thank you for your heart, me sis. I appreciate you. Okay, so now we're going to go into some herbal wisdom practices. Oh, look at Phoenix reaching level 10. All right, Phoenix. Okay, so herbal wisdom practices. Because y'all already know I'm going to give you them herbs. Okay? Because we work with intention. Herbs are gentle allies for rest. So we're going to meet 3 herbs, okay? The first herb we meeting today is chamomile. Chamomile helps calm the nerves. Because your nerves can be in an uproar, the reason why you're not getting no rest. Okay, so think about all the years of stress you might have endured, right? And all of that stress got your nerves out of whack. So you need the chamomile to come in and soothe that nervous system. The next herb we meeting today is lavender. Lavender soothes anxiety. So if you have an anxiety attack, if you don't drink tea, welcome in, Q. If you don't drink tea, you can use lavender essential oils. Thank you for your daily heart, me. I appreciate you coming in. You can use lavender essential oils as a body spray or in your bath or in a diffuser to help soothe your anxiety if you don't like drinking the tea. Okay? Lemon balm is another herb that you can use to help quiet mental clutter or chatter. Okay, so like if you're an overthinker, lemon balm will be very good to help quiet that voice down in your head, so you can, you know, succeed in getting the rest that you need. Okay, so now you can, if you drink tea, you can mix these three herbs together if you want to. And as you sip your tea, you're going to whisper, I welcome rest as sacred healing. That can be an affirmation when you just get up. You don't have to drink the tea and say this. You can write this down as a daily affirmation. I welcome rest as sacred healing. Okay? So here is the number 4 journal prompt. Hey, all the divine souls. Q is saying hi to everybody. Let's welcome her in as the divine souls that we are. Okay, so here is the 4th journal prompt. Which herb am I most drawn to, and why I think my body and spirit is craving it? You can ask yourself this question in a journal prompt. Thank you for the power shares, Q. I appreciate you. Which herb am I most drawn to, and why do I think my body and spirit is craving it? Okay. Journal prompt number 5. What nighttime practice would feel nourishing and realistic for me to commit? Find you something that you can do every night that you feel aligned with, that you will continue to do what you need to do to stay on track. Okay? So those are some of the journal prompts that I have in the beginning for y'all to focus on. Okay? I will post a video with me saying all of the journal prompts probably later on tomorrow. Okay, so now we finna go into the crystals. Okay, because we done went over the herbs and essential oils. Now it's time to go with the crystals. Okay, crystals carry vibration that aligns us. Okay, it aligns us with rest. So these crystals, I got 3 crystals that's gonna help us understand what's going to help us achieve the rest that we seek. Okay? So the first crystal is amethyst, which clears mental clutter. So this is a good crystal to have in your bedroom, or you can wear it or have it around your house. Okay? Moonstone is another crystal that helps balance emotions. Thank you for the TikToks, Q. I appreciate you. Moonstone is another good crystal to help balance those emotions. Okay. Q became the title gift for 10th time. Okay, all right, look at Q. All right. So now the third one is black tourmaline. That crystal is going to help ground you. That's another crystal that you can have in your bedroom, so when you do go to bed, you can feel grounded. Thank you for the power shares, Phoenix. I appreciate you. Now, here is a meditation that you can use when you're doing your meditation with the crystals, okay? Imagine amethyst is clearing your mind. Moonstone is softening your heart. Tourmaline is grounding your body. So when you're meditating with these 3 crystals, you can do it before you go to bed, or you can do it when you wake up in the morning. However you feel that you need to ground yourself, you can do it throughout the day. Just remember that amethyst is clearing your mind. Moonstone is softening your heart. Tourmaline is grounding your body. Okay? So we have a 6th journal prompt. Which crystal energy do I need most right now? Clarity, emotional balance, or grounding? Now you can ask yourself this question in your journal. You can put it in the chat if you want to. But ask yourself, which crystal do I need most right now? Clarity, emotional balance, or grounding? Okay? Journal prompt number 7. What does feeling grounded means to me personally? My grounding is not going to feel like your grounding. Okay, so you need to find what grounding practice fits you as the individual that you are. Okay, because we all can't ground the same. Some people ground better with their feet in the dirt. Others ground better listening to trap music. It teaches on. Okay, so this is affirmation and intention setting. So we need to make sure that if we want to achieve the good night rest and we want to, wake up feeling fully recharged and not feeling as if we just laid there and fell out and still tired, this is when you're going to come in and start setting these affirmations and these intentions, okay? So affirmations are seeds we plant before we sleep, okay? So here's one affirmation / intention. I release the weight of the day. You can say that while you're taking your bath, before you get in your bed. I release the weight of today, okay? The second one, that can be an affirmation / intention. My body is safe, my spirit is calm. My body is safe, my spirit is calm. Okay? Third one, I welcome rest as sacred healing. I welcome rest as sacred healing. So you can say these after you can say them while you're in the shower. You can say them while you're laying in the bed or before you get in the bed. But these right here should help you plant the seed that you want to have good full rest for the night and not feel like you didn't get any rest when you wake up the next day. Because I don't know about y'all, but when my mind is racing, I don't get good rest. So when I say my affirmations and set my intentions, I receive the rest that I'm searching, okay? So we got journal prompt number 8. Which affirmation resonate with me the most and why? Out of those 3 affirmations, you can write in your journal which one resonated with you, or you can make your own and write down why does that affirmation resonates with you, okay? Journal prompt number 9. What intention do I want to set for my rest tonight? What's the intention of you laying down? Have intentions in everything that you do. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. You should have intentions in everything you do. So what's your intent? What do you intend to gain from laying down and getting that rest? Do you intend to gain insight, clarity, emotional balance? Do you intend to, lay down and achieve ultimate rest? So that's what you need to make sure your intentions are clear when you go into bed at night on what you seek when you arise the next day. Okay? Journal prompt number 10. How do I want to feel when I wake up tomorrow morning? You can ask yourself this before you go to bed. How do I want to feel when I wake up tomorrow morning? I want to feel balanced. I want to feel stable. I want to feel emotionally aware. I want to feel love. You can put any intention in that question, and you can use that to help you set your intentions. So that's 10 journal prompts. I got 11. That's the 10th journal prompt. Okay? So I'm giving y'all these journal prompts so that way you can use them. Welcome in Tea Time with Kai. You can use these journal prompts to help keep you focused on your full intention of what you're achieving for your rest. Because we all go through it. I know I'm guilty of having restless nights, but when I found out what it was spiritually, I worked on that area and now I don't have that problem. Okay? So, I wanted to ask y'all, which herb or crystal you feel like will be your ally? Welcome in, Moon Empress. Which herb or crystal you can put in the chat that you felt like could really, thank you for your daily heart, me sis, I appreciate you. Which herb or crystal felt like it resonated with you just from hearing me read off the herb and the crystal? Divine evening to you too. Okay. And did you notice, even talking about the crystal, did it soften you in a way, or the herb, did it make you feel a little more safe and all that jazz? Thank you for the toxic love, Moon. I appreciate you. While y'all write that, all right, Joshua, look at you. While y'all write that, I'm going to tell y'all the 11th journal prompt, okay? What is one belief I hold about rest that I'm ready to release? Thank you for your daily heart, me, Teresa. I appreciate you coming in. What do you say? What is one belief I hold about rest that I'm ready to release? Well, oh, look at Yahushua. You level 9. Go on, I ain't mad at you. Okay. Journal prompt 12. What does my ideal nighttime ritual look like step by step? So this is where you come into the planning in your journal of what you're going to do at the time slot you're going to do it at, so you can achieve the ultimate rest. So you can stop the restlessness and the sleep deprivation. So what does your rest nighttime routine look like step by step? I encourage y'all to literally list down what you gonna do for your nighttime routine, for before you go to bed. Like, what's your first step you gonna do? What time are you doing it at? How you gonna execute it? And how did you feel the next morning? Okay. So here is some affirmations, and then I'll be taking questions if y'all want to, if y'all missed something, I'll go back over it. Okay, so this is this is one affirmation. Rest is my sacred reset. I wake, recharge, and ready to shine. Rest is my sacred reset. I wake, recharge, and ready to shine. Okay? And that's all of the journal prompts and remedies I have for today. But if you got any questions, I know some people came in a little late. I can go back over everything. Just say something in the chat or come up on the panel and we can talk it out. But I just felt like restlessness and sleep deprivation needed some spiritual explaining done, because a lot of people go through it. Okay, I know I go through it, and you need to know what it is and why is it happening. Okay, you want me to go back over? Okay, so we're going to go back over what is the spiritual meaning of restlessness. Oh, you good. No apologies needed. You good. Okay, restlessness is your spirit whispering. Okay, sleep deprivation often reflects unprocessed emotions and unresolved thoughts or energy misalignment. Okay, it's not a punishment, it's a guide. So if you're experiencing weeks at a time where you're not getting no rest, you're experiencing days where you're not getting any sleep. Okay, I know some of us have chronic problems where pain will keep us up, but we need to look at the spiritual meaning of it, right? Like I said earlier, I'm not a doctor. If you got a medical condition that causes you not to get no rest, consult with your doctor about this. I'm speaking from a spiritual standpoint, okay? You can sit up and be not getting rest because you are not aligned with your energy, okay? Your energy is thrown off. You're not balanced. You got unprocessed emotions, okay? And the best way to trigger that stuff, the best way to fix it and not keep hiding from it, is doing the journal, the shadow work, all of that jazz. Because you got to break it down to the reason why. Why am I up at 3 a.m.? Why am I thinking about Craig? Oh, you experienced it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I thinking about this, that, and the third? And move in purpose. Don't try to make sense of why the person did what they did to you. Understand that you got to come through it and not punish yourself for it. So when we have them emotional imbalances, it's because we feel like justice wasn't served. Allow the universe to give you your justice that you want. Okay? So that's why we got the journal prompt. The first one was, what does restlessness feel like? I had to listen closer. Yeah, you have to listen closer to yourself. That's why the first journal prompt was, what does restlessness feel like in my body, my mind, and my spirit? Okay? Like that question right there, you need to sit with and find out, why is restlessness a part of my nighttime ritual? Why do I sit up here? Welcome in, Crystal. Why am I sitting up here and not getting the rest I need? Why am I up here going through the motions of trying to go to sleep, but I'm not getting any sleep? Looked for synchronicities. Okay. Thank you for your daily heart, me. I appreciate you, Crystal. So that's why the very first journal prompt, what does restlessness feels like in my body, mind, and spirit? Hey, Crystal. All right, divine souls. Crystal is saying, hey, loves. Let's welcome her in like the divine souls that y'all are. Okay. Well, that's why I picked that journal prompt to be the very first one, because you need to ask yourself, what is this feeling like in my body? It's feeling like pain. Hey, Nina, welcome in. Greetings to you as well. What is it feeling like in my body? My eyelids are on daily and nightly time. Fucking wrist. I'm done. But yeah, you have to ask yourself that. That's why that's the number one journal prompt I put in this, because I feel like if you sit down with that question by itself, right, and actually ask yourself in all three aspects, okay, tiredness, feeling like in my body, aches and pains, fatigue. In my mind, it feels I'm tired in my mind, right? It feels heavy. I'm overthinking. ... My spirit feels tired. Like when you start looking into that deeply, welcome in, KL. When you start looking into that restlessness deeply, you'll find out why, the root of it. Why is it there? What's going down? Why is it happening? Thank you for your daily heart, Mikael. I appreciate you coming in. Okay. So back to the meaning. Restlessness is your spirit whispering. Sleep deprivation often reflects unprocessed emotions, unresolved thoughts, and energy misalignments. Okay, it's not a punishment, it's a guide. The reason why you can't lay down and get that sleep is because your soul wants you to pay attention. Okay, then you need to ask yourself this question: what usually keeps you awake? Is it stress, excitement, or something deeper? Hey sis, ask yourself, you awake because you excited? Are you stressing about something, or are you overthinking something that's not even necessary to be overthought, but you trying your damnness to make sense of the situation? The second journal prompt that I put in this: what thoughts or emotion tend to rise when you try to go to sleep? Like when you try to lay down and get your rest, what's the first thought or emotion, or both, because it can be both, that rises when you lay down to get your rest on? Like, what was it? Then the third journal prompt was, where in my life am I resisting rest, slowing down, or surrendering? Like, what part of your life is keeping you from getting in that bed, getting the rest that you deserve, that's causing you to, what are you resisting? What are you not slowing down and doing? And why won't you surrender? I think if you ask yourself this in a journal setting, it'll help you understand why, you're not getting that rest. Okay? I feel like if you break down those prompts, them journal prompts, and they can be a question that you ask yourself every night, or you can write it down, however you want to do it. But I feel like those will help break down the reasoning why. Okay? So I also talked about three different herbs that could help you achieve rest as an ally. Now, these herbs is not no magical reset. Yes, journaling is good. Now, these herbs is not gonna go in there overnight and you're gonna wake up feeling fully refreshed, like you a whole ass new flower. These herbs is gonna help your body relax so your mind can heal while you rest. Okay, so it's gonna take time. Everything I'm telling y'all is not a one and done overnight fix. It's not that. Okay, so the first herb is chamomile, which is gonna help calm the nervous system. Okay, because of the fact that you got unprocessed emotions, unbalanced energy, think about the effect on your body. Okay, we talked about this some months ago. The effect on your body, different organs take effect from different emotions that you carry and hold. Okay, lavender helps soothe the anxiety that you now have due to the fact that you're not getting the rest. Okay, you can either have these as teas, you can use them as essential oils in your diffuser, or wear them like a scent. Okay, so lemon balm is the third herbal ally. It helps quiet mental chatter. So when you stress, of course your brain is trying to make sense of the stress. So you thinking overtime trying to keep up with all of the shit popping off in your head. No, not hibiscus, lemon balm. Did I say hibiscus? I meant to say lemon balm. I'm sorry. Not hibiscus. I meant to say lemon balm. Your girl is a little tired, and it ain't even from not getting no rest. It's just one of them days. But it's lemon balm, not hibiscus. I apologize. That's me talking about hibiscus because I ordered some. My bad. But yeah, lemon balm helps quiet mental chatter. Okay? So you can say this affirmation. Oh, I said chamomile. Oh, okay. You can say this affirmation while you drink your tea or when you take your bath or when you meditating, okay? With the essential herbs. Yeah, that's right. Lavender, lemon balm, and chamomile. Those are 3 herbs. You can do essential oils, herbs. It don't have to be a tea. Because I know some of y'all be like, I don't drink tea. It don't have to be a tea, okay? You love lemon balm. Me too. I do too. So you can say this affirmation if you drank the tea or if you got the oils burning on a diffuser. I welcome rest as sacred healing. I welcome rest as sacred healing. Okay? You can say that while you're drinking the tea if you choose to make tea or while you meditating with the essential oils burning. You know what I'm saying? You can say that when, you want to. Hey, Faye, thank you for your daily heart meet. Welcome in, Faith. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I can't even talk. Okay, so here's another journal prompt, or you can just answer this in the chat. It don't have to really be a journal prompt, but you can write about it. Which herb am I most drawn to, and why do I think my body and spirit is craving it? Okay, so it don't have to be the herbs I just read off. It can be any herb. Like if you drawn to rosemary, ask yourself, why is my body craving rosemary? And go look up what is the spiritual benefits of rosemary, and you'll see what your body telling you it wants. Okay? Like you can use that to find out what it is your soul is truly seeking. Okay? This is another journal prompt or a question. Lavender because I require peace and serenity. Okay. If your soul is asking you and craving for lavender, I say give it lavender until you can't take it no more. Okay. This is the next one. What nighttime ritual will feel nourishing and realistic for me to commit to? Now, I say this should have been number 2, but it's number 5 right now. But state that, huh? What you saying, Crystal? Exercise will be for you, Moon. Your nighttime ritual. Okay. I don't know what you said, Crystal. Ate that thirst. I don't know what you're trying to say. Anywho. But ask yourself this question. What nighttime ritual would feel nourishing and realistic? Oh, okay. What nighttime ritual would feel nourishing and realistic for you to commit to? So this is something, it helps you release. Okay. says that thirst. I know. I'm not gonna play. Okay. But ask yourself, what nighttime ritual can you commit to achieve the rest that you've been seeking? You know what I'm saying? Will you commit to meditation before bed? Would you commit to exercising like Moon Empress said? Like what your nighttime regimen would be that's realistic for you. Nighttime ritual, nighttime practice. What would you do that'll help you achieve what you want? Auto correct messing with you. Yeah, because I'm like, what is she trying to tell me? I'm slow. So, after we did the herbs, I wrote down the crystals. Okay? Gratitude. All right. Okay, I wrote down the crystals because the crystals vibrate, got a vibration as well. And they influence our vibration. So if you have these crystals, having tea and meditating, okay, that's gonna be that sounds like a good start. It sure do. A nighttime practice that you do every night, drinking you a cup of tea and meditating, that sounds good because you'll put yourself in a relaxed state. So these crystals will help you achieve with the practice that you chose to do, that you can commit to, that's not gonna disrupt your day. You ain't gonna be thinking about, oh, I gotta do this, that, and the third. You just gonna do it because it come naturally. You can add amethyst to the room that you're gonna be drinking your tea and meditating. You can add amethyst, moon, empress to the room that you're gonna be exercising in to help clear mental chatter and clutter. Okay? So while you exercising and while you drinking tea and meditating, you can keep quiet your mind down with the amethyst in the room near you. Moonstone is going to help balance the emotions, the emotional damage, okay, that we all have, unfortunately. Moonstone is a great stone to help balance that emotional damage. So that way your emotions ain't all over the place and you feel like you can't focus. Oh, look at Faye. She done reached level 6 in the fan club. Congratulations, Faye. Faith. I keep saying Faye. Calling you a fairy girl. I'm sorry. Black tourmaline is another good crystal to keep in the room that you're going to be meditating, drinking tea, or exercising, because it helps with grounding. It'll ground that energy that you're focusing on with the other two crystals. So when you meditate, you can either hold these crystals in your hand or have them around you in a circle. Who watching you? Nobody but yourself. And you can sit in the midst of them crystals and meditate. And here is a thing that you can focus on, like a guided meditation. Well, I'm short enough to be a fairy. Okay. So here's a guided meditation that you can focus in your head, okay? Imagine the amethyst is clearing your mind. Moonstone is softening your heart. And tourmaline is grounding your body. So like you can think about the amethyst is literally going in your head and taking all the gunk out. And all you see is a clear sky. You don't see all this mess going on in your head because the amethyst is doing its thing. Then you can see your heart changing from concrete to actual flesh and getting soft, right? Okay? And you can picture the black tourmaline grounding you, like you making roots, you grounding yourself, where you not feeling like you all over the place. You can feel that you in one certain spot, you in a present moment in time, and you not floating off over here and floating off over there. Okay? Now here's another question you can ask yourself. Okay? It don't have to be the crystals that I talked about. It can be any crystal. Okay? Which crystal energy do I need the most right now? Clarity. Welcome in, Erica. Thank you for your daily heart me. Clarity, emotional balance, or grounding, right? You can pick, it's more than just these three crystals that help with clarity, emotional balance, and grounding. Any crystal that come to your mind. I'm doing good. How are you? Any crystal that comes to your mind that your soul is craving, that's part of the crystal you need. Now, if some of y'all I have been talking to said that y'all been getting called to motivate. Motivate is a very powerful crystal. It will move any person or thing or habit out the way. Okay? It's not going to let them stay in your space because that crystal is a very powerful crystal. It is for change. It is for transformation. It will remove what's no longer serving you regardless if you're ready to let go or not. Okay, and like I have warned some of y'all, if you get the motivate, don't be shocked when your favorite people ain't around you because it will move them. Okay, but you can ask yourself that question: which crystal energy do you need the most right now? Okay, and you can just focus on that and ask yourself, oh, I feel like I need amethyst. I feel like that. Oh, Erica done leveled up to level 3 in the fan club. All right, Erica. So here is another question or motivate. That's a very powerful crystal. Be careful. Because if you're not ready for things to shift, that crystal will shift things. Okay? So this can be a journal prompt or another question that you ask yourself. I put it in as a journal prompt. But teachers what does feeling grounded means to me personally? Now that's a very good question, journal prompt to me, because my grounding might not feel grounded to you. Okay, your grounded may not feel grounded to me. So ask yourself, write this down. What feeling grounded? Like, what does the feeling of being grounded feels right for you? Okay? And just ask that question to yourself and you'll find out how you need to ground. Because a lot of people like sticking their feet in grass. You got some people that don't like putting their feet in grass. Like, that don't feel grounding for them. Some people don't like grass. And I mean, teachers on. Everybody got preferences. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't no wrong or right way. Welcome in, Angel Fairy. Welcome in, Crystal. It's not no right or wrong way to ground. Thank you for your daily heart, me, Crystal Fairy. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, they are grounding mats. They do have those on the Sun and on the Moo of Tea. Yeah, they have those. But it's like grounding can come in any shape, form, or fashion because we all are individuals. There's not a right way or a wrong way to do it. Thank you for them populars. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's not a right way or a wrong way. People like to tell you there's only one way to do something. That's not right because you are a different person. I'm a different person. Okay? You might like cheddar cheese. I like mozzarella cheese. It's still cheese, but it's a different cheese. Okay? So we have to remember that we are individuals and everything that works for me ain't gonna work for you. Everything that works for you ain't gonna work for me. Okay? So think about that question. Okay, y'all. Thank you for them finger hearts, Crystal. I appreciate you. Okay. So here are some affirmations / intentions. Thank you for the friendship bracelet. Look at Crystal Fairy coming here showing out. Thank you for the love, hon. I appreciate you. So these are affirmations / intentions. The reason why I say that, you became the first title gifter. Yay. All right, Crystal. The reason why I say this is because you can use these as affirmation. Thank you, Moon Empress. You can use these as an affirmation and you can set them as an intention, okay? So you can say this before you go to bed. I release the weight of the day. Okay? That's an intention and an affirmation. You can say it while you in the shower. Okay? I release the weight of today. Okay? My body is safe. My spirit is calm. You can set this as an intention and you can say this as an affirmation. I welcome rest as sacred healing. An intention or an affirmation. You can say that when you get into bed. You can say that while you in the shower. You can set that as the intention for the day. Welcome in, Sensei. Thank you for them populars, Phoenix. I appreciate you. Okay? And this is a question you can ask yourself. Thank you for your daily heart, me, Sensei. I appreciate you. Now, Here's a question that you can use either as a journal prompt or you can just ask yourself this question. Which affirmation resonate with me the most and why? Now it don't have to be the list that I read from. It can be any affirmation. You can be on IG and hear somebody say an affirmation, right? And there you go. Thank you for using them six stickers, Sensei. I appreciate you. You can you can see an affirmation. Hell, you can be at the store and somebody got a post up and it's got an affirmation on you. Happy Sunday to you too. And it, resonates with you. Right? It resonates so deep with you. Thank you for the reports, Queen Diva. I appreciate you coming in. You can take a picture of it and it'll resonate with you the entire day. Hey, hun, how you doing, Queen? Okay, you can use it as a journal prompt or that can be a question. Which affirmation resonates with me the most and why? Okay? I don't know why. Okay? And then here's another journal prompt or a question. What intention do I want to set for my rest tonight? Okay? What intention do I want to set for my rest tonight? And if you having issues with getting that good rest, this is the perfect time right here to set that intention. I want to wake up fully recharged. I want to rest and let go of all my worries. Whatever your intention is, you can place it in that question or journal prompt, okay? And then here's another question or journal prompt. Welcome in, Ren. How do I want to feel when I wake up tomorrow morning? Thank you for your daily heart, me. I appreciate you coming in. Now, you can ask yourself this as a question, or you can use it as a journal prompt. You can write it or talk it out. However you process, okay? Thank you for your daily heart, me, Queen. I appreciate you. So you can use that journal prompt or question to find out how do you want to feel when you wake up in the morning, because don't nobody talk about that. Don't nobody say, I want to wake up in the morning feeling like ... You know what I'm saying? The first thing people talk about is, oh, tomorrow I got to do this. They start talking about all the stuff they need to do before they say how they want to feel. Thank you for them roses, Queen. I appreciate you. So you can use that question or you can have it as a journal prompt. Now, all y'all on Cord of Disc, I did put a worksheet over there for this live tonight to see, for you to see what areas you might need to work on for your rest if you do experience restfulness or sleep deprivation. I put that over there just in case somebody wanted to go over this and see, oh, wait a minute, this looks right, So it's like a little worksheet that's going over basically what we talked about, just to see if you yourself is going through a spiritual imbalance or emotional disbalance, or your soul is screaming for attention in a certain area. So I put that over there just in case anybody wanted to explore. But y'all more than welcome to come up now if y'all want to, and we can talk it out on the panel. Thank you for the rose. If you got any questions, you don't have to keep typing, because I know that typing gets on my nerves. But you feel free to request to come up and I'll bring you up and we'll talk it out. Thank you for the heart puffs, Queen. I appreciate you. I see you, Crystal. Hey.
Hey, blessed day. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you?
I'm all right. Doing good.
That's good.
Trying to get my stuff together. Working on a few things, and actually, I'm loving this live because it's right in alignment with what I'm working on. And
Okay.
again, that is like one of the things that I am dealing with, like being stressed. Like I've been like just trying to be more healthy, and get my morning regimen, like because I've been taking this pre-post and probiotic, like it's a liquid one, so I'll take that in the morning, like as
Welcome
soon as
in,
I get
April.
up. And and I will say, since I've been
Thank you,
taking it,
April.
my heartburn is not as bad. My gas, just feeling
Yeah.
discomfort from being gassy. it works or whatever. And so, like, just changing that. But, other things that you can do to be healthy, making sure you hydrating
Oh yeah.
properly. I had I've been going to this one creator live, like I don't know if you've heard about the Oka water trend, but just
Oh yeah.
learning about that and stuff. And I'm like, I'm definitely, I've been meaning to start doing like sea moss and stuff, but you know, trying to figure out how to get that regimen together and start
Okay.
incorporating those healthy lifestyles, those better choices, and this goes into that spiritual aspect of that because it's all tied,
Thank you, Jay.
that spiritual,
Yeah.
mental, and physical, and
Got you.
gotta take care of ourselves, right?
All right, y'all. April said hello to everyone. Let's welcome her in like
Hi.
the divine soul that she is, and we are. Jay also says hello to everyone. Let's welcome her in as the divine souls that we are. But
Welcome,
yes, I've
welcome.
been seeing all of that about the okra water, and I got me a recipe in my head. I haven't done it yet, but I said I was gonna do it. I think
Actually,
it's gonna help.
I'm about to go pour me a glass right now.
Okay. But yeah, I was sitting up thinking about because I had a friend told me, why don't you talk about sleep problems, right? And I said, okay, that sounds about right because a lot of people going through energy shifts and they not getting rest, and then all of this resurfacing of old shit is coming up. So I get it. It's enough to knock off your sleep regimen, but I just
Uh-huh.
felt like it would be. I was hoping that it was gonna be received. Put it that way.
Okay. It was well received. This is perfect. And like actually my sleep has been a little bit better. I only been drinking oat water for like a few days now. But
Mm-hmm.
um last night I had got up, but that was because it was so windy out and it was banging my trash cans up against the house.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get up and get my pew pew. Me and my dog were like, who out there? And I was
Like who
like I
outside?
got a motion sensor on my back door where the cans at, so the light wasn't on. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, it ain't nobody. And then when I looked,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the wind is blowing. Okay, but that's good. It wasn't because of anything like that I've been dealing with.
Exactly.
It
That
was the
part.
weather.
Okay, for real. Welcome in, Raven. But yeah, I just thought that this would be some insight so people can understand that when you're not getting your rest, it's your soul trying to tell you, wait a minute, we got some unresolved emotions over here.
Yeah,
We
cause
got
like
an imbalance.
like a lot of times like it either be stress or it's excitement that keep me up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I
that was
know
right
about
on.
95% of everybody is stress or something deeper. Feeling the need to change but too afraid to actually change. That's one reason why a lot of people don't get rest. Is because they know they need to change something, but because it's different. Welcome in, Raven. Uh because it's different than what they used to, then people won't change, right? Because they feel like, oh no, it's not gonna work out. What I've been doing been working, and then that'll keep somebody up all night, right? That'll cause an imbalance in rest.
Or
You
just
never get rest.
the fear of
Insomnia is no
changing,
fun.
because it's
Yeah.
something
Well, you
different.
might
We
need to thank
gotta.
you for your daily heart, me Raven. I appreciate you. Well, Faith, you might need to see why do you have insomnia? Is this a medical problem or is this a spiritual imbalance problem? Have you tried meditation? Have you tried the crystals, the herbs, the oils? What have you done towards changing, you know, the outcome of rest? Thank you for using the stickers. I appreciate you, Raven. But yeah, I feel like once we realize that, dang, the reason why I'm feeling this way is because my soul wants me to focus on this part of my life. It won't, my soul want me to process these emotions, heal this trauma, let go of this baggage. And a lot of people get used to being damaged and they don't want to release,
or
you know.
to fulfill this purpose.
Like to change is the hard part. To stay the same is easy. You know?
Yeah, and it's that thing where it's the fear, you have to reach wire your chemistry in your brain to not, and that's where that shadow work come in too, because it's what am I afraid of, what have I learned to not be comfortable with, and to not
Exactly.
walk in the purpose that I'm supposed to be walking into because of this certain fear. What is that that's holding me back from making the changes that I need to make to be on the right path of alignment, right? So
You
it's
right,
it's
Brave, and change is real growth, not age, because you can grow up and still be thinking like a
be
12-year
young
old.
and be immature, exactly.
Yep.
And it's
Welcome in,
being
advocate.
able to switch the wiring, and that's where that
Yeah.
self-talk come in. What you allow yourself to think is what you allow your reality to manifest. So when you keep,
Hey.
reinforcing those negative things that reinforces the fact that you don't do anything different to make those changes, then that's not that change. That timeline is never going to be your reality because your thoughts are not in that alignment. And you need to check
Exactly.
those thoughts so that you can rework the mental, physiology of
Yeah.
believing. You got to trick your mind into believing what is not a reality yet, into believing that it is your reality. And that's why you
Exactly.
say, when you're doing manifestations and things, you talk as if it is. I am a
Thank you for your
millionaire
heart, me. I
working to
appreciate you.
become a billionaire. I am this,
Yeah.
even if it's not so right now, because that
Yeah.
trains your brain to believe that it is a reality. And the more your brain gets comfortable to believing that's a reality, the more it's not fearful for you to make the changes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because the reason why most people is having sleep deprivation and restlessness is because of the stress of trying to perform in a area that they haven't healed in.
Right,
So
that
like
battle.
you have to. That's why shadow work is so important, because you thank you for those populars. I appreciate you, because you have to do that shadow work, because that's what keeps you up at night, is because you're not processing the trauma, the damage. You're not processing the emotional imbalance. You're not processing none of the stuff. Welcome in, Queen. You're not processing the stuff that you need to process. Thank you for your heart, me, Queen. I appreciate you. You have to process it. So that's why them journal prompts that I made for this topic today, I really felt like that first one. Yeah, shadow work is very important. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. That's why I felt like this first journal prompt was very important. What does restlessness feel like in my body, mind, and spirit? Cause like think about it, you asking three parts of yourself. Oh, look at Queen done reach level 6. All right, Queen, get it, girl.
Yep.
I'm happy you caught me too. Cause you gotta ask yourself on all three of those aspects. Cause your body might feel aches and pains. You catch what I'm saying? You might have cramps, restless leg syndrome. Thank you for those roses. I appreciate you. Your mind may feel like it's overwhelmed. It might be feeling overthinking. You catch what I'm saying? And your soul just might be straight up tired. You might be feeling disconnected, right? So when you actually ask yourself that question, like I don't care about them other journal prompts, you know what I'm saying? But if you ask yourself that first one, what does restlessness feel like in my body, mind, and spirit? You will probably answer half the shit you've been asking questions about when you're not getting that rest at night. And that's why I was like, I need, because when my friend was like, do something about not getting sleep, and I'm like, got you. And I took the whole week. I didn't even make a post. I meant to make a post, y'all. I didn't even make a post because I was too busy trying to make sure that I got this broke down. You want to run away from everything. You can't run away from everything. You got to face all things. Your fears, your joys, your sadness. You have to face that, because when you don't face it, it's left to be unprocessed, which leads to no sleep. Then we back here sitting up at 4 a.m. at night, twiddling our thumbs on TikTok, looking at somebody eat a pie.
Yep,
It's
because
not gonna help us.
subconsciously your brain still hasn't dealt with it.
Having
Subconsciously,
problem
because
because
you
you
didn't
ran
deal with
away
it,
from it.
just because it's not affecting you when you awake and doing, and you might be
Exactly.
busy. You might keep yourself busy so you don't even end up to the point where you're addressing the issue. So you busy all day, you finally able to go to sleep, but your subconscious is awake 24/7. That's why you dreaming. That's why
Mm-hmm.
your body, even when you're asleep, you having, that's where the subconscious come in. So if it's not rested, it's got issues. Like, look, it's a problem over here. You need to tap tap tap. Wake up,
Exactly.
because I got an
Exactly.
issue over here. You
Cause
ain't
like
doing
the
nothing.
spiritual, like I even put the spiritual meaning of restlessness down. Okay. Thank you for using them stickers. Yes, your intentions is your power. Okay. Restlessness is
Uh-huh.
your soul, is your spirit whispering. Sleep deprivation often reflects unprocessed emotions, unresolved thoughts, and energy misalignment. Okay, and it's not because you're not getting the rest, it's not your body punishing you, it's trying to guide you in order to heal that area. So, what unprocessed emotions have you not gone through? What unresolved thoughts that you done thought and never got a question to why, which, by the way, asking why a person did something ain't gonna heal you because they never gonna tell you why. You'll never find out why they did what they did. Just accept the fact that they did it and they dog ass people and move on.
Yep,
Okay?
and it might be that
And
warning.
okay, and find out what energy is not aligned within yourself. Okay, thank you for using them stickers, advocate. I appreciate you. Find out what energy is not aligned. Okay, facts though, because I mean, you can ask yourself why Craig did what the fuck Craig did, or why Jessica did what the fuck she did. That you'll
But
never
why?
know.
Why does it
The
bother
why
you?
never get answered. Why are you holding on? That's the why you should ask.
Right? Why does
Why do
it
you
bother
care so
you?
much? Yeah, let it go. It happened. The worst that happened happened. Okay?
And 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 that's the warning, because you might be at your critical limit. You might be at your
Exactly.
criminal critical limit, and that's like, hey, if you didn't do this, like, hey, you been stressed about that job. I don't want to hear about the next postal occurrence, because
That
you
part.
ain't getting no sleep for the last week and you just lost it.
Okay? Just let me know what color to wear.
Right. So just let me know. Walnuts on Tuesday. Like, I'm not going to work
Okay?
Tuesday. I'm calling in. I'm sick.
That part. Okay? But I just feel like if we ask ourselves the questions, that's why I put these questions in here. Like the first question I asked y'all was what usually keeps you awake? Stress, excitement, or something deeper? You said it's stress and excitement, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm asking everybody in the chat that's not up here on the panel, if you want to come up, just you know what to do. Poke the little thing. What usually keeps you awake at night? Thank you for loving on the panel. I appreciate you. What keeps you awake at night? Stress, excitement, or something deeper? You can feel free to put it in the chat. If you want to come up and speak, you can come up and speak. But yeah, I wanted to ask y'all that question, and while we wait, this is another journal prompt or a question. Now you can use these journal prompts in your actual journal, like just write it down, or you can ask yourself this question. Okay? What thoughts or emotions tend to rise when I'm trying to go to sleep? What thoughts or emotions tend to rise when you're trying to go to sleep? So, Advocate says something deeper. Okay, is there something deeper dealing with people, spiritual, work, relationship? Is it something that you can answer yourself? Or are you just mulling over some stuff that you want answers to, but you're not ready to receive? Because we can have ourselves sitting up for no reason when we not even ready for the true answer to that question. You catch what I'm saying? Spiritual work and work. Well, with spiritual work, you're just gonna have to let spiritual work, if that makes sense to you. And work, don't worry about work. Work is a vibration. You only there to make sure you keep them lovely habits that we got of sleeping inside of a house, running water, and eating. That's what it is. Don't try to make sense of it. If you're not feeling like you're getting your worth, then maybe you need to change careers, jobs, or whatever. From my parents that don't strive to change. You can't worry about it. You can't worry about what your parents choose to do. That's the whole thing about this spiritual stuff is you are not the person that's supposed to make others change. The whole walk of spirituality is changing you. I
Individual.
choose to distance even though I don't want. You have to. I done
Everybody is
distance
their
myself.
own journey.
Yeah,
Everybody got their own journey.
you have to let everybody endure their own spiritual journey. Just because you done found truth, it might not be truth for them. They gotta find it the way they will receive it. So don't stress yourself out on, oh, they don't know, or da 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 da. Scratch all that. Don't stress about that. What you need to focus on is why am I trying to get them to see something and I need to learn more about it deeper. Start digging deep in what you know. Start getting deeper in your practices and your rituals or however phrase it. Start doing your shadow work. Get into your spiritual work. Don't worry about other people's. Focus on the things that you need to focus on. If you want to learn more about crystals, start getting books about crystals. Start getting the crystals. Start working with the crystals. If you want to learn more about herbs, get the books. Start putting that stuff in your space so that way you can learn more. And then when they do decide to come around to whatever, you'll be prepared for them as beginners. So you can tell them, oh, don't go this way, go this way. Thank you. I appreciate you, advocate. You can point them in the right direction. You catch what I'm saying? So don't stress yourself out on the fact that they not doing what you doing at this present time. Because everybody's journey is different. Okay, so that shouldn't even be a worry on your head. You gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
And just
It's
focus
not
on
gonna.
your
I mean,
growth.
it hurts because of attachments, but you just gotta let it go. You
Hey, and
gotta
you
let
never
it
know.
go.
Your work that you do, it might be an example, especially if they're able to observe, the changes and the benefits. Sometimes not saying anything can do more than, trying to push somebody towards something. So you focusing on
Exactly.
yourself and have the effect that you want. Sometimes we have to love with our hands off, like from space or whatnot. But I'm still going to show by example, like how your parents should have been for you. They should have been
Exactly.
teaching you these things. And sometimes the child has to be the parent, in that aspect. And, that might be something else you need to deal with too, because I know for me, that's something that, if I'm going to be honest, I would have to deal with my dad because that's a whole nother issue.
This is me. If you reject me talking to you, I leave you with the universe. I'm not gonna continue to tell you. I tell you you get one good time with me. And if I don't see that you're receiving it, I'm not going to continue the issue. I'll talk to you about anything other than that. Thank you for the follow, Woodbury. But I'm not going to continue trying to fend and prove to you that this way is much better. Yeah, it's better for me. Look, this way is better for me. I don't know what way is good for you. But I can give you some tips and tricks on what I did, and you might find the same road that I did that might lead you to where I'm at. But I'm not finna stress about your journey because I got to make sure I got all my shit ready for my journey. I need to make sure that my knowledge is fresh, that I'm keeping up on the energy influences, that I'm doing the things that I talk about. You get what I'm saying? I can't sit up and worry about if you doing it. You know? Like I come on here to provide a service for other people that may be new to this and want to understand it. So I try my best to come on here with my beginner level stuff and tell y'all bop, 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 this, that, and the third, hoopla, hoopla, hoopla. I do my best to supply, reference notes and all that jazz. If you ask me, I send it. But I'm not gonna sit there and hold nobody's hand. I'm not gonna sit there and bug you on doing this. To have you meditated today. If you did or didn't, I don't care. That's you. I meditate. I make sure I do me. Don't worry about others. That's all that I can tell you. When you worry about others, you slip. They don't. And you said your daddy? Yeah. Mm-mm. I wake up every night
Look,
between the hours of 12 and 2 a.m. I don't know exactly the reason, what the reason is. Apparently, you might, like I said, the spiritual meaning for restlessness is your soul is whispering and it's reflecting unprocessed emotions. But I have been advised to meditate. Yeah, you should meditate during them hours. Now, it could be unprocessed emotions, it could be unresolved thoughts, or you could be having an energy misalignment. So you might need to meditate and find out, is this unprocessed emotions? If you start crying, then yes, you got unprocessed sadness and grief. If you got unprocessed thoughts and they just started running through your head, then you got, you overthinking. And if you got energy misalignment, you will know because either one side of your body will hurt or you'll feel disconnected in some areas, right? So I suggest you meditate, and I got a list of crystals on here. If you already don't have them, I got a list of herbs and crystals. Now, with the herbs, you can use essential oils or the herbs. You can make a tea or put the oils on the burner.
look at it.
But here are the oils. I mean, the herbs. Chamomile will help calm your nerves. Okay, chamomile is one, and that'll help calm the nervous system because you've been stressed out. This is why you're not getting the rest. This is why you waking up at those hours. Lavender will help soothe the anxiety. Okay, it'll control that urge to wake up the way you waking up. Lemon balm will help quiet mental chatter. So let's say you waking up at the time and your mind is racing with thoughts, right? So you can either put this on a diffuser or drink this as a tea when you wake up at that time and meditate, okay? And when you meditate, tell yourself, I welcome rest as sacred healing. I welcome rest as sacred healing. And here are some crystals that you can place in your bedroom if you already don't have them or have them. I'm not saying you do or don't, but this is a list of crystals. Got amethyst to help clear mental clutter and chatter. This will help you have a peace of mind while you laying down resting so you won't wake up at 12 and 2 a.m. Moonstone is going to help balance your emotions to keep you on a plane of balance where your emotions is not high or not low. They're just going to be balanced. And black tourmaline is going to help ground your energy so your body know that we resting now. We not waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. We need to rest. But if you do wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you can grab these stones while you meditate and drink the tea or burn the oils. I hope that will bring some clarity for you. Brandy, that wakes
And,
up at 12 and 2 a.m.
and and that first journal prompt, that would probably be
Oh,
good
yeah,
for her
that,
too.
yeah, that
Because
first
it's
journal
a reason
prompt.
why you're waking up. It might be
Yeah.
something that's subconscious that you're not aware of. So think about
Hmm.
those things that could,
And
dive
I'm
in
a,
and be honest with yourself. You
and I'm gonna
know,
say the first journal prompt so that way you can have it. Okay, Brandy. What restlessness feel like in my body, mind, and spirit? What does restlessness feel like in my body, mind, and spirit? You can ask yourself that question when you wake up. You can use that to write down as a journal prompt. Like, let's say you wake up tonight at 12 a.m. You can ask yourself that question and then go into meditation. And you should get an answer.
yeah. Because if
Because
it,
you,
if it's like a physical reason, like
mm-hmm,
what is it?
mm-hmm,
What part of your body do you need that you're having issues with that you need to adjust for? What part of
mm-hmm.
your spiritual, like what is it, how are you feeling and why are you feeling that way? Like, be honest. That's where that shadow work gonna come in because you gotta be honest no matter. what you don't want to admit to yourself sometimes, you know, and that's why it might be not be consciously something that you're thinking of, but
Okay, I'm
subconsciously it's
glad you
not
wrote
going
it
to sleep.
down. And I'll send you the code of this group because I have a lot more information over there. So you're more than welcome to join the code of disc. I'll send that to you. Messenger. Let me make sure I got you. So that way. Alright, I got you. So that way I can send you that code of this. And in there, it's a lot of stuff in there. Now for this topic, I made a full worksheet in the library resource area for anybody that wanted to practice, wanted to see about, what we talked about tonight. So you can go in there and you can look at that. I'm also going to provide all of the journal prompts because I can't remember if I put them in there or not, but I'm going to go check. If I didn't put them in there, I'll put them in there tonight. And this will be on YT for reference. If you want to go back over what we talked about on here, you can see it on YT University. I don't edit it, so all of this I'm saying right now is going to be on there too. But it'll be over there on YT, and all of that's located in my bio. But I got you, Brandy. I got you. But yeah, we have to ask ourselves these questions because we just be waking up thinking this, that, and the third. We need to find out what it is. We in this spiritual walk, we need to do the deep diving within ourselves. We can't focus on people outside of us. We have to focus on us because we in the process, because spiritual work is not just something you do tonight and you heal tomorrow. No, this is a lifelong practice. So we have to make sure we do the work to find out, why am I worried about such and such not getting it? Why am I waking up at this time of night? Why is this? Why is that? So we need to ask ourselves the why and stop trying to figure out why they did and why they don't do. Look into ourselves because we constantly healing ourselves on a daily basis. So I hope that made sense to y'all. And anybody that wants the code of this, send me a DM and I'll send it to you. And I don't know if everybody is in the group chat on here. So I'll have to find out. I don't know how to do it. I don't think I can do it while I'm on, but still, we'll find out if everybody in the group chat or not. But yeah, I hope y'all got some insight from this. Your girl done got hungry, and I'm finna go eat. I would stay long. Okay, I got you. I'll send it to you. I just, I got y'all. Anybody want it, I'll send y'all the code of disc, and I'll see about adding you to the group chat. But yeah, I'm finna go eat, because your girl done got hungry. I done sat up here and made myself hungry, and I don't even think I ate. Did I eat today? I don't know. I can't remember. It's bad. No
Right.
problem. I appreciate you for coming.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember if I ate. Hell, I probably
Right.
didn't eat today. I probably didn't. But I love y'all, and I hope that this message came across and sent you some type of clarity. Yeah, it's a little shorter than my normal lives, but I'm hungry. But this will be on YT University, and I will send all of those. Gratitude to you, sister. I love you as well. I will send all of those that want the code of disc. I will send it to y'all tonight. If I don't get it to you tonight, I will send it to you in the morning. But I hope you got some insight. No problem.
Yeah,
And
thank
remember,
you.
y'all, your intentions is your power, and let's use our intentions wisely. Let's stop being willy-nilly out here with these intentions, okay? Because you don't throw your money around, so why are you throwing your intentions around? And until next time, I will see y'all.